getting your documents. It's important that when you are teaching abroad that you have the right documents. In this video, I want to show you what kind of documents you need and how you can get it. That's simple. Let's begin.
When you apply for a job, it's important that you have certain kind of documents, especially when you're applying abroad. I'm going to show you what you can use. I'm going to show you some tips that you can use when you apply for a teacher job online. Abroad, it's important to know when you apply for a job that you meet the requirements. And sometimes in a job description, you will see the requirements. And it's also important to know that when you meet the requirement that you send them the correct documents. I'm saying this because it's obvious, but most of the time people don't do that. The best thing to do is just put the necessary documents that you have in one folder, and when you're trying to send your letter and resume, you can send the necessary document immediately. Most of the time when you're traveling around and you want to apply for a job as a teacher, it's best to put everything on a Google Drive or OneDrive or anything, because you can send them from there to the person. Because most of the time when you're traveling around, you don't have a laptop or anything with you. So just remember that. Okay. The important thing is that when you apply for jobs, certain kind of jobs has a requirement. For example, sometimes you need to have a bachelor degree, sometimes you need to have certificate, sometimes you need to provide recommended letter or anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a vacancy, and I'm going to discuss it with you so you can see when you apply for a job as a teacher, what can you do and what can you not do. And I'm also going to give you a couple of tips that you can use. So let's go to Google. So we at Google, let's type this in, teaching job Thailand. And as you can see, we find a lot of websites. So let's see what we can find here. Teaching Thailand, teacher. That's one that sounds good, so let's get it. As you can see, you see a lot of vacancy and the top jobs in Thailand. They promote like it's a lot, but when you apply in Thailand, it's important to know that if you're trying to work there, that you need a work permit. And if the school provides you a support in the work permit, then it's good. If not, don't bother, because it takes a lot of time to get it done. And sometimes you need to hire an agency, and it can be expensive. But now is what we're going to discuss is the necessary document. We're just going to use this vacancy as an example, because most of the vacancy abroad are the same. As you can see, this is the salary per month and the requirements. Education requires a bachelor, so you need to have a bachelor degree. If you have a bachelor and a master degree, you're good. If you don't have, don't bother. Apply for this one, because they state here that's really requirement that you have a bachelor degree. So if you don't have one, don't be discouraged, because there are some vacancies that you don't need to have a bachelor degree, you only need to have this. In another video I will show you how to get this for a cheaper price. But when you apply for a job, it's important that you have a bachelor degree, but it's also important that you know which one you are. Are you a native speaker? Are you from UK, US, Australia, New Zealand, and you speak English? Are you a native speaker? If you are non-native speaker and you're from Europe, you can also apply for this job. But if you do not know what the definition is of native English speaker, you can Google it up. But if you're non-native English speaker, you can also apply for this job. But just remember, bachelor is important, and this is also important. In another video, I wanted to explain to you how you can get this for a cheaper price.
This is the end of the video. I show you what kind of documents you need and how you can get it. If you have questions about this video, feel free to contact me. See you in the next video.